Okay, so now I want to finish with the benefits really. The first thing is that especially tournament kumite develops tremendous fitness. Core strength and aerobic fitness are two things which are really going to be tested in a real fight, and both of those are developed to a great degree in sport kumite and especially in tournament kumite. They also develop speed. I think that one of the two components for power, mass times acceleration, and speed is a tremendous benefit. You can be a worse fighter who's a much faster mover and win a fight because of it. So, if you're training for a high level of sport kumite, then you're developing speed just as part of the process. Reflexes, again, that the ability to move quickly with purpose, so it's not just speed, but you're moving in to do something, or you're reacting to something that's happened. And again, you don't get that in a nice controlled training environment in the dojo, even if that's a full contact training environment. Especially when you're doing drills. That one of the problems with drills in even in full contact styles, drills in the dojo, is that they're predictable. So you're not getting that kind of unpredictable uncertainty, that difficulty in reading, that situation where you don't know if it's going to be a straight punch, an over punch, a slightly weird punch, a hook punch, a haymaker. You don't know what kind of punch, or even if it's going to be a punch. So in tournament particularly, the opponent can throw whatever they like, and you have to just deal with whatever comes. Which also, connected to that, is the ability to read your opponent. It is said that one of the reasons why experienced fighters appear as if they're much faster than they are is because they can read your intentions much more quickly, and there are only so many ways that people can attack you. I think Patrick McCarthy talked about habitual acts of violence, and there are only like 106, I think it was 105 different ways that people can attack. We've all got arms and legs all move in the same way, they're all jointed in the same way. So there's a range of behaviour, of possible behaviours, and when you face unpredictable people in kumite, you get used to reacting to those different ways of behaviour, and you also get used to setting your distancing so that they can't surprise you with those. Then again, I guess connected to that is the concept of distancing, of course. The more the threat level goes up, the more a good fighter will keep their distance so that person can't surprise them. But also, connected to that is the ability to get in then when you need to get in. So distancing and timing, I guess. You can't defend forever. So you're going to need to choose a moment and get back in, and then when you get in, you need to be effective. So distancing and timing are both taught by sport kumite. Possibly one of the most important things is the ability to strategize on the move and in real time. So if you attack somebody and you punch them and they're really good at taking a punch, you need to come up with something really quickly. Or if you go to kick them and they're really good at blocking kicks, you need to come up with a different technique. So the ability to form new tactics in real time is something which you develop in sport kumite that you never develop in dojo kumite or in full contact. If you're not training against somebody unpredictable who's coming up with new stuff. I mean, I guess in a dojo you could have like street fight days where people just kind of do whatever they want, and that gives you the same thing. But I guess in a sense that's kind of a bit like kumite anyway, isn't it? Another important thing about sport kumite and even dojo kumite against people who intimidate you is the ability to deal with the adrenaline rush. Whether you're in a fight or whether you're in a tournament, the body's response is the same. The body doesn't know whether this threat is real or whether this threat is just sport. You know, I mean, it can tell at degrees, but it can't tell. It can't tell for certain. So when you're standing up against an opponent fighting for a point, or you're standing up against somebody fighting for your life, you still get an adrenaline rush, and learning how to cope with that and keep your mind calm and still think clearly is very, very important. And I think that's a benefit that you get as well. And that's it, guys. Really, you know, I certainly don't. I certainly don't think that sport kumite is the be all and end all. You know, personally, I'm becoming less and less happy about a fight where the outcome is decided by somebody's opinion rather than by what you actually do. But nevertheless, I think there's an awful lot of value to sport kumite, far more value than there are disadvantages. And perhaps if you were to say one thing that was against the spirit of karate, which is trying to control your ego and seeking victory in people in the ring, perhaps is not very connected to the spirituality side if you come from that point of view. But personally, I think testing yourself out against other people is a valuable part of your training, and you shouldn't feel embarrassed if you do it.